Hello and welcome. In this video, I am going to talk about the learning goals. What is my learning goals? If you are going to take this fundamental course, you learned about the course introduction, you went through the transitioning module where you learn if a student is going to become an IT professional, then what should the mindset be, or if somebody's coming from different careers and already have experience, then how that works. So you kind of now understand and you have some knowledge, but it is very important that you take this lecture very seriously because you are going to be in one category. If you are going to look for the first IT job, then you have to take our programs and you have to do some practical things that are outside of this program. If you have to follow the skills development path, then this means that either you have landed a job in IT, you're looking for skills now, or you want to enhance your skills for advanced roles like level 2 or level 3, because these courses, this program can go beyond just resetting users' passwords and managing computers. So let's talk about the first one, because I think most of our members usually are in this situation where they're looking for that first job. Later on in this course, you're going to learn about the mindset. And it's very, very important to have the growth mindset and not fixed mindset. This is just a quick summary because you're going to learn more about how to learn technical things from a mental perspective. How do you mentally prepare yourself? Because in a summary, you have to learn technical skills from different materials, different videos or labs, so you cannot think like a normal user anymore. Frustration is going to be there and you have to deal with it as a learning for, and not getting frustrated and giving up, or not acting like a user where you have something that is not working correctly for you and you start reacting towards it because things are not working the way you want it. You have to sit in front of that document, you have to read it. I'm sure you probably missed either slash like this or maybe a slash like this. You either put a capital word in while you have to use password P or something like that. These are just examples. So you can see a normal user will get frustrated and they will start reacting towards this type of learning, but you cannot do that. You have to create that mindset. And it's very, very important for someone in this stage where you're looking for the first IT job. When you're learning things in IT, you have to create that mindset. There's no other solution. You just have to work on this. Another important step in this case is going to be you utilizing other platforms like LinkedIn or Discords or any other platforms where you feel like you can get in touch with recruiters, managers, and HR professionals that are looking for people like you. So let's talk about some examples of what I'm actually talking about. So right now, I just went to Indeed and I just looked for entry-level help desk positions. And on Indeed, you're going to come across a lot of these job description just like this, where when you scroll down, they're going to have something like bachelor's degree in computer or related technical science field or equivalent work experience. You're going to come across like something like this almost like 90% of the time. So when you're new to this career, what happens is that you look at this and you're like, wow, I think I need to do a lot of work. And where am I going to get all this experience? Now, based on our 10 years of teaching, training, mentorship, and we have seen so many success stories, that this is just a generic way of people presenting their job descriptions. They cannot just put something, we don't require anything, right? Or none, or we're just going to pick anybody, because then everybody will start applying, and that's not going to be good for this person to just check the resumes. They're going to have hundreds of resumes and they will never get a good candidate, and it's going to be too much work. So I don't agree with when people put very high numbers of experience, but you also need to understand who's putting this stuff. This is someone who is not a technical person most of the time. Even if they are technical people, then you know the reasons. So Can I tell you this? And you may be shocked when you hear this, that there are multiple ways to get the first IT job in IT, and you don't need any experience, and you don't even need to learn something in advance. When we have seen many of our members, when they start learning, they tend to finish everything at a very deep level, and we like to stop them from that type of efforts, because you're not trying to become you're not doing a skills development over here. You didn't land at the first job, and you're looking for deep level skills development so you can, one, enhance your level 1 skills and move to level 2, or maybe higher level positions. You're just trying to get into the first job. So the example that I'm going to show, 1, 2, 3, these are 3 different companies. So the first company, this is the company that will put a description just like that, the one that I just showed, or maybe even a little less than that or more than that. And internally they will decide that bring anybody who is passionate about learning technology. Because the team inside this company, they talk to each other and they were like, you know what, if we found someone who is willing to learn technology, bring anybody. It doesn't matter if they are doing their first courses, if they have A+ or not, or whatever. They may have nothing, right? And you may be shocked as a new person. What is he talking about? Is this some kind of joke? Why are people paying good money for IT jobs? Even there are some companies that are going to pay good money even in this scenario, right? And that's where we are telling people that yes, this is true, because academically there is no requirement for IT. You go to bls.gov. From academic perspective, there is no stamp that you need to have A+, you need to have JSS courses, you need to have this or that program, you need to have nothing, right? But of course, when you are becoming a technical person, you need something. Whether you got a job just like this with nothing on, you're still gonna deal with stress. This person, whoever is hiring you, that does not mean they will do your job. They will teach you very quickly, fast paced, and then you will be doing everything by yourself. This is the definition of an IT professional in support field. People don't do things for you. You have to do things yourself. So this first company can really get you in with nothing. But the problem is in this section, a lot of people, they will be happy to get that kind of job, but they also know the stress. And I can guarantee you, the people who are in this situation will exactly agree with me what stress I'm talking about. I'm talking about the stress of the first tickets. I'm talking about the stress of not knowing Active Directory. I'm talking about the stress of not knowing Office 365, while these companies are heavily using it. So you cannot run away from it. So yes, you can get in, but you still need to learn things correctly and smartly so you're not dealing with stress and you are moving quickly to the skills development. So the second company may put a requirement, and this team members, they're a little serious. They're not saying that, look, we are only 4 people, we have a lot of work to do, we have life too, Mr. Manager. You're going to bring this brand new person. So are you going to put some kind of limitations on, or what, or some kind of requirements that they need to have? So the manager may say, yes, I'm going to put A+. So these guys are IT professionals. They say, look, A+ is a generic thing now. Everybody have A+. And A+ can be done by just doing some kind of memorization. You go and pass the exam. And most of these resumes these days, when you go to colleges, a lot of people will push you towards A+. And even we do that. We tell people that it's a good thing, because it does break through some of the lines for some of the HR managers when they pick up your resume, as long as it has the other things like Active Directory and things like that. So even if you go with A+, then of course you're still dealing with stress, because you have not learned about Active Directory, Office 365, inventory systems, software installation. But let's assume you did learn all of these things that I just mentioned. So what happened is that the second company, even if their team basically added this little concern to their managers that we're looking for someone more experienced, and if you have that type of skills, you are considered to be a candidate for the second company, even you don't have the job, right? But because of your skills, because of your capabilities, this second company is accepting you. So look at the chances that you have. When you enhance your skills, when you enhance your learning, and you're not just sticking to like something that is very classic, right? Someone say, go to a degree program and then get out of it and you're going to get a job. Go and just get an A+ and you're going to get a job. Well, it doesn't work that way. For some people, like I said, luckily, the first time when you start applying for jobs, and if this company is looking for you, you can just be at luck. You just get that lucky try, and boom, you got a job. But for most of the people, they understand what I'm talking about. You try, and even if you landed a job, even in the second company, now they expect you to know things. This is not the first company anymore. These guys are going to be a little tough on you now because they thought you knew this stuff. We hired you. Yes, even we gave you a chance for the first job. We didn't went too hard on you that you should get a job or you should had a job before and then we will hire you. We hired you because you put on your resume that you have ticketing system, Active Directory, Windows 10 troubleshooting. You know all these things. You did your hard work, so we hired you. But that doesn't mean we're going to start teaching you this thing from scratch and you didn't know about it, right? So look at the different stress level. These guys are going to be a little more lenient than the second company. The third one will say, no, we need someone who have experience. We need someone who have worked with some companies, who have some sort of credentials, who have worked on projects and they can prove it to us. So the third one is, of course, strict one, right? A lot of big companies do that, very big companies. And it doesn't matter. I mean, any people in IT could have that mindset, and they could just say, look, we're not going to hire someone who don't have any team experience. I have not worked with any projects. So how does JSS cover all of these three areas? Let's talk about that. So in JSS, we have two programs. One is a membership, which is a self-paced program, and another one is a IT Pro skills development program, where you're being mentored and you're given projects and you work within a team, you worked on projects and you get references and you get job titles as well. So the first two can be covered with our membership only. This means if you are just a member with any level of membership and you're doing some projects, you can actually be applying to these first two areas and you should be pretty good. The third one, if they expect you to have some sort of title under some real company and somebody have worked with you in a team, even if it's a training program, they expect you to have done some projects and they can call someone to verify, then for that you need to have the skills development program that we offer. So the first two can be done with our membership. The third one can be done with the IT Pro Skills Development Program. And of course, the IT Pro Skills Development cover all three then, because we give that what the third company is asking for. Now, if you are a member and I'm going to put you in the first and second company, your target is applying to the first and second company, the first thing you need to have is a little practical approach. So download our template that we have created for our members. So let's go ahead and open that resume, the template that will be downloaded from this unit. When you watch this unit, the download link will be available in this unit. So my assumption is that you went ahead and you downloaded the resume from this unit. Now you see that this is the resume template that we use. Most of our interns have used this template and have great success with it. So if you look at this resume, and let's say you're just starting this course, IT Fundamental Part 1, of course, when you look at it, you're going to be like, okay, I don't know all of these different skills. I cannot just copy this and start applying for jobs, which is very true. So this is why this is just a learning goal for you. If you look at the practical approach, what are the two things that you need right now to get a job? Number one, you need a good tested resume, which is going to be this one. You can go for any other templates, but since we test this with other interns and they have great success, that's why we stick to it. You're free to use any other ones, but we cannot guarantee on the other templates. So now you have this template in front of you and you look at it that this is my actual practical step. I need to be doing this. I need to have core strength. I need to work on my customer service. I need to learn about ticketing system. I need to learn about Office 365 management, troubleshooting systems, Active Directory, Windows 10 administration. So when you look at something like this, these are hot in demand terms that a lot of people in this type of job descriptions are looking for. And when you have something like this, this is what we talk about. When you have skills represent what these companies are looking for, then you bypass the experiences over here. You bypass it. you have the confidence to say, no, even if they put 2 years of experience, I'm still going to apply because I know this is a help desk job. Whether it's level 1 or level 2, I know these things, I know these skills by doing all these projects. I am confident, I can do it. So when you are confident, you apply to it, your chances are there then. A lot of people don't even try this. So if you don't try and don't apply to these jobs, you have zero chances. This is why we tell people that if you want to be in one or two where I have explained, either this company will look at your resume and they're like, wow, this person have a lot of things and we don't need to teach this person from scratch. They're going to be happy. This company, they're going to be, wow, this person have the same things that we're looking for. Even though this person have not worked in a real company, but these projects are real. These are the things that we're looking for. And that is what we're talking about. JSS is working on skills development. It's very targeted. So these people are always happy with JSS members because you're kind of telling them that I know these things, so I really don't need to rely on this experience numbers that you guys have put, which is, let's say, 40s, which is crazy for help desk, right? Anyways, so this is what we're talking about. This is what we call smart way of getting into IT. Smart way is not just to throw your resume out there and you just got a lucky chance and boom, you got a job, which is great. We're happy for you. But we know you're going to be dealing with stress. I don't call this smart. This is stress smart, right? This one is smart when you go over the courses or you cover these things and you're confident about these skills and then you apply and you got a job. Whether number 1 or whether number 2 company, you're still happy because you know how to deal with stress now. Now, in this, when you download this template, that doesn't mean you're going to be covering every single thing. This is just a template. So you're free to remove the things that you feel super unconfident. So if you look at Cloud Spiceworks or you look at something that is, let's say, certification and you have not done these because this is something that we offer in our IT Pro Skills Development program, but you have CompTIA A+, or you're doing some other certifications, then just put currently ongoing, or you just remove it if you're totally not comfortable with it. If you are a JobSkillShare platform member, then technical experience. You see, we don't put job experience, we don't put work experience. We put technical experience, JobSkillShare platform. You're a member now. It's better than nothing. It's better than showing something that's a little weaker, or a person can say, look, man, this is not valid. People can go to JobSkillShare website. People can go to JobSkillShare YouTube, LinkedIn, and people do that, by the way. Managers, or when they are serious on hiring people, they do all these research. So now you have a way to represent your skills, because everyone in our platform now, after March, Light membership, Plus membership, Premium membership, we highly recommend Premium membership because you would be covering most of these skills with Premium level, because Premium have a lot more labs and documentation, so you can add more into this area. But even just this part can be done with even Light membership, which is only $149 for 1 year with all these services, all of these labs, all of these servers, sorry, not labs, the servers and sandboxes. So you will be able to put Active Directory. You can practice on your home machines because it doesn't require machines for Office 365. And then you can use the same template to counter the jobs in this area. But that's not the only thing. This was the first part, was downloading the resume, working on it, and getting comfortable with it. That doesn't mean that you're going to finish first course in this, learning. So you can't just finish the one fundamental course and think you're ready for the job. Yes, it's going to give you a lot of confidence, but for you to kind of, be ready for that job or the description that you're seeing, and for you to counter those experiences that people are putting out there, and to develop that mindset that all of this is just, some of this is just wish list, and I know now is something has to come from these type of videos. You cannot skip our videos that are suggestions or tips or things like that, because that's the most important thing. That's the smart way of you learning skills. So please download the resume and make that a goal. That is going to be my goal for this first section. If I am in this position, this is my goal. I'm going to download the resume, and I will always watch that resume. After first course, you should review your resume and add things that you have learned from the first course. Then when you go to the second course, add from that course as well. And then when you go to the third course, you go to do the same thing. While you are studying for these courses, you basically start applying to positions, and let's hope you get a chance to this one first, because that's most likely you're going to get a chance with, which we tell a lot of people that that's pretty possible. And then the more you grow and the more you do the skills development, you're automatically getting into these different sides of it, right? Even though this is a hard one, but we have proven that in JSS. People have landed level 2 jobs, and after 1 year, some people are sysadmins now, some are engineers. Now, we're not saying that JSS are making them engineers. It's the way they have developed their mindset, the way they were trained. They were not trained on just simple hardware. Let's say you spend 30 hours worth of learning, and out of that, half of it was hardware, theory, and everything. At the end, nobody knew what to do. No, they were taught to move up. They were taught to learn smart. So later on, they did their own hard work because they were ready. Mentally, they had that, and they had connections. They knew where to go. And that's why they went to the engineer positions. So it's 100% possible in IT that you can quickly jump into very big level jobs, but you have to do it. You have to believe in yourself too. You have to do some research and look at the JSS success stories, and just go around, ask people, and go in the communities and see how real it is. Touch these different type of devices. You have to open these to believe in this. Other than that, it's not easy for someone new to just automatically believe in these things in just a few minutes of videos. So you really have to kind of see the system and then compare it with other studies. Is there anything else you can learn from other people as well? So in our next part video, we're going to talk about the skills development side, because that's another important one. And in this one, I hope that if you're taking this unit right now, you are downloading that resume and you're just kind of looking at it right now, just kind of getting you're getting more comfortable with that resume, because that's your goal. At the end of the day, you need to get that resume, fix it, and apply to the jobs while you're studying in our platform and getting more skillful.